Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Justin, and today we're gonna go over what equipment and things that you need if you're a new homeowner and you don't know where to start to take care of your lawn and your landscape and things of that nature. Now, the first thing I'm gonna tell you that you should go buy is a lawnmower. It's gonna be one of the items that you're gonna wanna splurge on. A lot of these other things aren't even necessary and you can pick up as you go. But your lawnmower, you really don't want to skimp out on. You want to pick up a good one. You don't want to forget a few mows for a couple weeks and have it bogged down and, have to push that thing through some tall grass. Now I have this Toro. I believe when I bought this is the Super Recycler. I believe when I bought this, it was about $600. I can't remember, it was a few years ago, but this is a really good option for you new homeowners. It actually has self-propelled wheels in the back, so it's called personal pace. So once you pull this and push this down, these back wheels will actually turn. Most lawnmowers you're gonna pick up for like $200-300 are not gonna have that self-propelled action on the lawnmower. But I definitely recommend you get a good lawnmower. This one has a Briggs & Stratton engine. It's pretty powerful, so I've mowed some tall grass in this and I've never had it really bogged down. So I haven't had any issues with that so far. And then if you end up getting a gas-powered, so you have gas-powered lawnmowers and you have battery-powered ones. The battery-powered ones might be a little bit more expensive because you have to put that upfront cost for the batteries. They are a good idea if you're gonna have other tools that are gonna take that same battery. So you could use that same battery for other tools. I would just do your research on which battery system you're picking up. Ryobi makes a good one. There's a whole bunch of brands. I wouldn't go out and buy like a Walmart brand battery powered lawnmower. If you're gonna go buy a Walmart lawnmower, just get the gas one. Even those I wouldn't recommend though. You wanna pick up a good lawnmower so that you're not stuck pushing that thing through some tall grass if you forget to mow for a couple weeks. Now with that, you're actually gonna want to pick up some gas cans. This is one thing you may forget if you are picking up gas-powered equipment. You actually want to get yourself some good gas cans. Now this one's a 5-gallon gas can, and it takes me forever to go through that 5 gallons. So you could even get away with getting whatever the next step below that, like a 1 or 2 gallon gas can. That way the gas is not sitting there. But it's never a bad thing to have gas sitting in the garage either, just for emergencies. 1 5-gallon gas can would last you. That would be a good choice if you're just using it for a lawnmower and just some small equipment. If your lawn is more than 10,000 feet, I would definitely recommend you go pick up a riding lawnmower. So you have your 0 turns and you have the traditional like riding tractor versions. Either is a good choice. I think the 0 turns can end up being more expensive, but if you have more than 10,000 square foot, unless you really like the exercise, I definitely recommend that you get riding lawnmower. Now if you have less than 10,000 square foot, just a push mower do great. At around 10,000 you could do a riding mower, but get a self-propelled gas like this, it'll be perfect for you. And if you don't know how to measure your square footage of your lawn, I actually have a video posted of that. It's my first ever video, so don't judge me too hard on that. I had some weird camera angles in there. But definitely check that. It has some good information on how to actually measure the square footage of your lawn. The next thing I would recommend you pick up is a good weed eater. This is a gas-powered Stihl FS50C. It's pretty powerful. I've never had issues with it, but they make a lot of good battery-powered weed eaters these days. And if you're gonna go with those battery-powered versions, find a brand that you want to stick with. That way you can have a weed eater, you can have a drill or what have you that will take all the same batteries. That way you're not having multiple different battery systems. It'll save you some money, and it's a lot easier to keep up with. I have a lot of Milwaukee tools, so if I was gonna pick up a new weed eater, I'd probably pick up the Milwaukee one, just because I have the impact gun, I have the drill, I have the chainsaw, you know, and they all can switch out the batteries. If I need more batteries, I could always get more, but it's just nice to have a system where they all take the same batteries. Now, the next thing I would have you pick up is at least one 50-foot garden hose. Now, this is my garden hose setup. It has two different 50-footers on here. They reach most of my lawn except for way back in the corner over there. Around that tree is my property too. It doesn't quite reach over there, but I have a sink I can hook it up to here, and in the backyard I have a spigot as well that I can hook this up to, and reaches pretty much my whole lawn. So about 100 foot. For me, I have about 1,200 square foot of lawn. And for me, this works very well. I'd at least get either one 100 foot, I like two 50 footers better, just because I can disconnect them if I need to and have a shorter hose. And also this is not necessary. This is nice just because it stows it away. This thing is just, I just picked this up real cheap from Home Depot. I think this might have been like $40. It's the cheapest one they had. Now, the next thing I would have you get is a leaf blower. So this is one of those things that you could just get a Walmart version, but if you're gonna pick up a battery powered system, get the battery powered leaf blower that you are getting for your other equipment. So I actually have this back here, way overpowered. It's an Echo backpack leaf blower. Now, that thing is way overkill. I love using it though. It's really powerful. It's really nice to just go through one blow, and they make hand, you don't have to get the backpack version. They make the hand versions where you can just carry it. And I would recommend you just go with one of those. They're a lot cheaper. I think that thing was like $300. I just bought it because I wanted it, and I wanted a powerful one. It was one of the most powerful ones they had at Home Depot when I got this a couple years ago. And that brand is Echo. But again, you don't have to go berserk on getting a leaf blower. I would just get, you know, what gets the job done. And honestly, you don't have to get a leaf blower if you don't want to. It's one of those things you can pick up whenever you're ready. It'd be more important to get the weed eater and the lawnmower. Now, if you're gonna be taking care of your lawn, which I think most of the people that are watching me are probably into the lawn care thing, I would get a couple of these. Now, they make different versions of this. There's lots of different kinds. This is the kind where it actually has the zinc stake that goes into the ground. This is a sprinkler. They make kinds that hook up to, like, it's a kind of a flat area. I think Gilmore makes some awesome ones. This might actually be a Gilmore. But yeah, they're really great for watering your lawn. These are called impact sprinklers, and they can put down a good amount of water. And that's another reason why I have two 50-foot hoses, is because I can run 50 foot, put one of these on it, and then I have a second one to hook up the second hose to a 50 foot, and then bring it out and hook up the last sprinkler. That way I can run two sprinklers at a time. Now, here's another item that if you're gonna be into lawn care, I definitely recommend you getting. This is the Scott, so I just peeled off the lettering there. These things are really cheap. I definitely recommend you get one of these. This has the edge guard on it, which you can see, this thing here is supposed to be orange, but this will actually slide open. That way you can hit the edge between like your concrete or your landscaping beds, and you can put seed and different granular products in there, so that way you can put down granular products on your lawn. This is called a spreader, if I didn't mention that already. Basically just operates real simple like this. You pull this up, and the bottom of the hopper there opens, and it has a little control there that'll tell it how far it can open. Now, as far as hand tools go, I do find myself using shears a lot. I mean, I have some bushes, you know, the occasional limb that's just hanging there that you want to get off. These make that easier. It's a very manual process, so but if you just have a few, definitely get yourself some of these. Of course, a good pair of leather gloves. These are by Ridgecut. I love these things. Definitely get yourself some gloves. And then when it comes to shovels, you have two types. I definitely recommend you get one of each. So this is the pointy end. I guess they call these a spade, I'm not sure. This is good for digging holes. Now, if you actually need to scoop something, these kinds are nice with the flat end. This makes it much easier to scoop, so because it doesn't have that pointy end on there. But definitely pick one of these up. And again, this stuff can get expensive, so these hand tools I'm telling you about, you know, you can wait till you find a situation where you need it. If money's tight, I know money's tight for a lot of folks right now, so just buy it whenever you need it, maybe. Or if you're just needing a list to go out and buy, just pick up the things I'm rattling off right now. But these are the things I find myself needing in my lawn. Now there's two kinds of rakes that you can get, well, really kind of three. These ones are nice for disturbing the soil if you need to really get in there and rake some soil in. So these metal hard kind are really nice to have. But I find myself using these a lot more. These kind of have some leeway up here. This is good for kind of sweeping leaves up and things like that. But they also make a big giant fan version that's plastic. They're a lot wider than this. Those are really great for leaves and different things as well. Now, if you live up north like I do, you know snow's an issue. We get a lot of snow up here. So I definitely recommend you get at least one or probably two of these so someone can help you out, because I know shoveling snow is never fun. But getting a snow shovel is definitely a must if you live up north like I do. Now, another thing that I can never have too much of is these 5-gallon buckets, and the 1-gallon ones too. Like every project you ever do, you're gonna need a bucket. Just start picking them up, start collecting them, because you use them for everything. So definitely recommend you get yourself some buckets. This is another item that you can wait till it's a moment where you absolutely need it, but buckets are a must in the garage. For your garage, I definitely recommend getting these plastic shelves. You can normally get these from any store that sells garage equipment, lawn equipment, anything like that. But these normally run you about $50, $60. I think I found this one at Harbor Freight, which is a good place to pick stuff up. This was on sale for like $40. And as you can see, I have 3 of them, and they're very useful to have. Also, another thing that's really nice to have is a little hand can. This is really good for, you know, just spot spraying weeds or different things you're trying to apply. Hand can's really good to have. If you have any air-powered tools or plan on getting any, you can get a little cheap compressor like this. Another item that is nice to have is one of these. So this is a measuring wheel. Basically, you put it where you want to start measuring. You hit this little button down here. It resets the number there. You just walk it off, and it'll give you the feet that you just walked. And that's really nice for measuring your lawn, so you can get the square footage of your lawn, so you can get an idea of what kind of equipment that you need. Also, if you have a garage, get some kind of workbench. This is just something wood that I forgot where I got this, but it's just someone made it. That's nice to have. They also sell these at Home Depot, which I just picked up. I actually just picked up this vise as well. I gotta go get some bolts for it. It didn't come with bolts, so. But yeah, just a workbench is nice to have. Now that's gonna be it from me, guys. I just wanted to show any new homeowners that might be watching, you know, you don't have a clue of what you need. Definitely pick up the few items that I suggested. I would definitely get a lawnmower, and that would be my big ticket item. I'd spend the majority of my budget on that, especially if you're on a budget. I know just buying a home is super expensive, so I'd get yourself a really good lawnmower. I'd get myself a pretty good weed eater. I'd probably get all the hand tools that I showed you now. You know, the two kinds of shovels, 2 kinds of rakes, some shears if you have any bushes, get some Gilmore water impact sprinklers, and some water hose. I definitely recommend those 2 50-foot water hose, at least one. I think water hose might be a little expensive, especially if you're on a budget, but I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this kind of content, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.